Welcome guys, Jurassic here. Today we're back to Once Human. We are going to build a pillbox to defend our Stardust Resonators filter so it can farm it much more easy. Now you don't necessarily need to have stone, however if you have stone or higher this is going to make it so it lasts a little bit longer, so I do recommend if you're able to use the strongest material to you possible. So you want to start off by building a cross, then getting rid of the middle. That way everything's going to be lined up, so you can actually pick your guy up clicking the F key, put him right inside of the center, and now he's going to be protected. Alright, so our goal is going to be to use windows. Now it's going to be a little bit of a unique design here, so we actually want to have a three-way window. And the best part of this, technically you're able to hop through the window, so you don't actually need a door on it. All right, now that all the walls are down, we want to go and slap on a ceiling tile. Now I do recommend having this a little bit far from your base, that way you're not having to worry about your base getting destroyed in the middle of this attack. So the next step is optional, but I think it looks better, so we're going to put the right wings up top here, that way we can actually build like a proper defensive setup to fend off against it. So we got the right angles, left angle will automatically snap the correct direction. If it's facing the wrong way, don't try to force it because it will just automatically go inverse. All right, so now that we got all that done, you want to come over here and build the... I have the sloped roof for the wood because I think it looks a little bit better, but they do have a stone one that you could also avail that's a little bit stronger. And once you're done, you can go and snap a ceiling tile up top. Now, this would be useful if you have a solar panel up there, that way you can power up your turrets, but I do recommend having additional power that way in case something bad happens. This next step is where it gets kind of weird. So you want to grab a crate, go on in the inside, and place your crates right next to the window, roughly like so. Next part is kind of weird. You have crates, you want to place them kind of close to the window, that way you'll be able to have the turrets so they see out of them better. For me, this looks more aesthetically pleasing, and it also seems to allow the turrets to do their job better than if they weren't able to fully see over. The bottom floor doesn't necessarily need the storage crates, however, I think it just looks better to have them slightly raised, so that's what we're going to do. So the top floor, you want your assault rifle turrets. Going on the inside, spin the turret all the way around, and you want to push it as far forward as possible. And it will look like this when you're done. Alright, so grab your remaining 3 turrets and do the same. And there you go. We have the top floor done, now we'll do the bottom floor. So the wiring is going to be relatively simple. I do recommend having a backup setup. Basically, we're going to have it so it's angled at the house and also have all the turrets wired into each other. That way, if one of them goes down, at least the others will still have power. But we should be good. Now, the crates aren't necessarily important on the ground floor, but once again, I think it just looks better having them just slightly raised up so they can shoot out the windows a little bit better. The turrets do have a 360-degree view, so this window design allows the turrets to shoot all the way around. We got shotgun turrets down here on the bottom. Place you in the middle, and do the same thing for the other 3. Now, just in case you have things spawning inside of your base, I do recommend having at least 1 shotgun turret inside of your base to defend your deviants, just in case you have a delinquent pop up inside of there. Alright, so the easiest way to wire these guys up is just come inside here and attach the wires to all of them. That way, everybody is going to be guaranteed to have some source of power. We're also going to attach it to the house, which is where our solar panels are. But this should allow it in case of one of the wires getting chopped or something, it'll keep the power up and running. And we'll attach you. There we go. Now it's fully connected to the house. We have all of our turrets set up and ready. For a little bit extra security, I do recommend going inside the fortification and at least building sandbags all around. All you're going to need is gravel and shabby fabric, so it's super easy to build. Now, you don't necessarily need them, but I do recommend having the sandbags around. That way, it sort of gives your base just a little bit longer to attack things. And we're also going to have a couple gravitational traps. If you have enough to build 4 of them, I do recommend that because it'll slow them down before they enter the area fully. Now, for a little bit extra firepower here, I do recommend having the gravitational grip because it'll slow down things fairly close to the base. So we'll try to place it behind the sandbags. And this guy should be able to stop them from being able to advance up too far. Unfortunately, we only have enough to build 2. So 2 is what we're going to have for now. Alright, now enough with the talk. Let's actually prove that this works. The dude's head's broken, he can't do anything. Yeah, so I mean, you don't actually really have to do anything. Add a foundation all the way down there? That's just not part of the build. Now, if anyone's curious, this is with just the level 2 turrets. If we had a higher tier turret, it would work much better. If this guide helped, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.